Welcome to Dicta, your weekly dose of law school and bar exam info. I'm Carrie Ann.
And I'm Puyan, and we're the co-founders of Inco.
And today we're going to talk about building some walls to keep negativity out when you're studying for the bar exam. So this is something I hear a lot from my students. I heard so-and-so saying this and it freaked me out, or someone said that they're really panicking and it's making me panic, or my mom doesn't understand and she's telling me, why are you studying so much? And that they have a really hard time with that. Is this something that you experienced when you were studying for the bar?
Definitely. So I started out with a larger group of people, and we would kind of like collaborate, or at least speak while we were studying. We would study near each other.
That's my favorite phrase. So you don't study with people for the bar, you study around them.
Yeah, exactly. And people were freaking out about like little rules that I knew were infrequently tested, and hearing them freak out about it made me freak out about it. So I stopped going to the library where we would meet, and I started working from home. I mean, not to mention, I think at some point some girl had a panic attack and an ambulance came to the library. So it wasn't a conducive environment for me to keep my stress levels down, and I don't learn and retain information effectively when I'm stressed.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of avoided the law school as an initial matter. Like, yeah. I knew that environment would stress me out, and so I studied from home, as I've mentioned before. I probably already know that, but that really helped me. And then on the days I went to school, it kind of felt like a break. We went like 4 or 5 times to break things up a little bit, and we really just avoided talking to most people. It was more about getting a change of scenery. Like, we reserved a little room, we went in there, and that was that. So I did sort of have like a little bubble isolation from that herd mentality that students can get about the bar exam, like that I'm going to fail mentality. You kind of are responsible for blocking that out. You have to put your own filters and boundaries in place.
Yeah, exactly. As a matter of fact, at first I would attend the in-class video sessions, right? So the course I took offered a classroom where you could go every morning from like 8 to 10 a.m. or 8 to noon or whatever, and watch the videos with other classmates. And even being in that room, I just felt the tension. Yeah. Everyone was so stressed out and miserable. And I didn't feel that stressed until I saw how stressed they were. So by week 2, I stopped going to the course in class, and I would just watch the videos at home and do it on my own time.
Yeah, I mean, we stopped going for different reasons, just because we found it was more efficient for us to watch the videos at home. But I definitely think I would have hit that point too, where I'm just like, I can't like deal with this anymore. And for me, I really dealt more with like getting some negativity from outside people who didn't understand. Luckily, my immediate family was very supportive, but I had a friend who was getting married and wedding got shifted around, and I ultimately couldn't go. And of course I felt terrible about that. This was someone who was a good friend to me, but it was just, they never had this kind of like testing, couldn't understand. And ultimately I had to say, I'm really sorry. I can't even fight with you about it or explain myself anymore. And I just had to say, I will call you after the bar. And that was really hard, because I'm a person who likes to talk things out when there's, a problem. But I knew, $200,000 worth of student loans hanging over my head is a really good motivator to only do this once. So that was
I was also lucky. I had a very supportive family. They understood. My mom cooked all my meals for me. So. And I don't have friends, so that was easy.
It works out pretty well. But I think the moral of the story is, at some point, whether with other law students or someone in your family or circle of friends, you may experience something that doesn't feel supportive or doesn't feel good for you, like it's stressing you out more, and you really just have to take responsibility for putting up a wall and not letting that come in and interfere. And if you feel like it is, you need to talk to the people who are supporting you and do something about it, right?
Yeah, totally. So I did have a friend who would constantly be like, come on dude, let's hang out, and I said I can't until after July 28th or whatever the date was.
Whatever doomsday was.
And I mean, he got it. At some point, he just realized the pattern.
Yeah.
I ask you to hang out, you say no. I asked you to hang out, you say no.
So.
And then we're still friends.
Yeah, most friendships do survive the bar exam, even if it's a little stressful at times. And if you are feeling like you need to talk to someone about this, you should definitely stop over and join the Vinco Facebook group because we can help you out with that.
I think that's it.
Yep, sounds good to me. So we'll see you next week.